CRA Certification Practice Test 2026 Certified Research Administrator. All you need to know. Question 1. Which portion of a PI's duties must be considered as part of their 100% effort? All work. All work except outside consulting. Work exceeding 40 hours. Teaching only. Outside consulting is generally excluded from the institution's definition of 100% effort. Question 2. Which term describes the federal government's right to prevent underutilization of a patent? Squatters' rights, march-in rights, ITAR rights, Edison rights. March-in rights allow the government to grant licenses to others if the patent holder is not utilizing the invention. Question 3. ITAR is administered by which department? Department of Commerce, Department of State, Department of Defense, Department of Homeland Security. The Department of State administers the International Traffic in Arms Regulations, ITAR. Question 4. What is the standard record retention period for federal grants? 1 year, 3 years from submission of final expenditure report, 5 years, 10 years. The standard requirement is 3 years from the date of the final expenditure report. Question 5. Under expanded authority, pre-award costs may be incurred up to how many days prior to the start date? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. Expanded authorities typically allow for 90 days of pre-award costs. Question 6. An IRB must have at least how many members? 3, 5, 7, 10. Institutional review boards are required to have at least 5 members. Question 7. What is the administrative cap on federal negotiated FNA rates? 15%, 20%, 26%, 35%. The administrative component of the FNA rate is capped at 26%. Question 8. Which system is used to report inventions to the federal government? iEdison, grants.gov, research.gov, NSF Fastlane. iEdison, Interagency Edison, is the system for reporting subject inventions. Question 9. What does SNAP stand for in NIH grant management? Simple National Award Process, Streamlined Non-Competing Award Process, Standardized Net Award Program, System for New Award Processing. SNAP simplifies the application for non-competing continuations. Question 10. OMB Circular A21, 2 CFR 220, primarily deals with what? Administrative requirements, cost principles for educational institutions, audit requirements, clinical trial safety. A21/2 CFR 220 provides cost principles for colleges and universities. Question 11. Which of the following is an example of direct costs? Departmental administration, electricity and heat, salaries of technical staff, library services. Salaries directly supporting the project are direct costs, unlike overhead/F&A costs. Question 12. Cost sharing that is not required by the sponsor but included in the proposal is called mandatory cost sharing, voluntary committed cost sharing, voluntary uncommitted cost sharing, institutional cost sharing. Voluntary committed cost sharing becomes a binding commitment once the award is made. Question 13. Which document established the basic ethical principles for human subject research? The Belmont Report, the Helsinki Declaration, the Nuremberg Code, the Common Rule. The Belmont Report, 1979, established respect for persons, beneficence, and justice. Question 14. A modular NIH grant application budget is based on increments of $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000. Modular grants use increments of $25,000. Question 15. Export controls for dual-use items, commercial and military, are under EAR, Export Administration Regulations, ITAR, OFAC, NIH. EAR is managed by the Department of Commerce for dual-use technologies. Question 16. The Single Audit Act requires audits for entities expending more than in federal awards annually. $300,000, $500,000, $750,000, $1 million. The threshold is currently $750,000 under uniform guidance. Question 17. A subrecipient differs from a contractor because a subrecipient provides goods and services, has its performance measured against federal program objectives, operates in a competitive environment, is not subject to compliance requirements. Subrecipients have responsibility for programmatic decision-making. Question 18. Who is ultimately responsible for the technical and fiscal management of a sponsored project? The department chair, the provost, the principal investigator, the president. The PI has primary responsibility for the conduct of the project. Question 19. The just-in-time process allows applicants to defer which certifications, budget details, bio-sketches, IRB and IACUC approvals, letters of support. JIT allows submission of compliance approvals closer to the award date. Question 20. Effort reporting is required to track PI vacation time, verify that salary charges match the work performed, calculate institutional FNA rates, monitor subrecipient performance. Effort reporting ensures salary charges to federal awards are justified by actual work.